Hello everybody, and thank you for joining me. This is Ciara from Ciara T Designs, and today I have these quick and simple, beautiful white and gold cards to share with you. So let's jump right in. So to start, I am going to do a bunch of die cutting because I think it's great to just do it all together. So I'm going to use some stitched rectangle dies I have, and this is just one size smaller than the card front, which is A2 size, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So it's going to give us a nice thin border, but you still get that really cool stitched detail, which I think is really fun. And then I'm going to use the Vault Festive Wreath. I realized when I was going through all of my stuff, just everything in general, I had not used this die set before. And it's a wreath, and it's, got festive things. So it's got these candles, it's got some poinsettias, it's got some greenery. It's just kind of a fun die set. And when I was looking at it, I realized that the background of the wreath, which is this piece you see me cutting right here, would make a really neat just circle-y background. So I opted to use that for the background of this, and then I also used the candle piece. So I'm going to cut the candle out of gold cardstock, and then I cut the wreath part out of the white cardstock. It's the exact same cardstock I used for the base as well. Or sorry, for the panel, the base is a different white cardstock. And that's pretty much the whole card. This is really quick to put together, especially if you do all of your die cutting at the same time. So then I'm going to go through and I'm going to poke all the bits out of those circledy bits. And I just thought this was such a cool abstract background. And there are multiple wreaths. So I'm assuming, because again, I haven't actually used any of the wreath dies, even though I own them all, that all of the background of the wreaths are going to be really neat abstract shapes. So do not be surprised if in the future you see all of the wreath bits being used as abstract background circles. But I thought this would be such a fun thing to go behind the candles. And I love white and gold cards. They're one of my favorite color combos. They always look really pretty, regardless of how detailed or intricate you get. This is a very simple design, but I still think that it has so much beautiful pop that I am so happy with how it came together. So I'm going to stamp out my sentiment. It's just a small Merry Christmas. I am going to gold heat emboss this. So I used my Gilded embossing powder. And I'm going to stamp that with my Misti. I have a Waffle Flower Mat in the bottom of my Misti. It gives me the hold that I need to keep the paper from moving without having to use the magnet. Of course, unless the paper's warped. But otherwise, it just makes it really easy to do any kind of stamping. And I'm a big fan of that. So I just leave that mat in there and then I never take it out. But I did stamp the Merry Christmas in the same spot on all three cards. Like this card design, you guys, is so incredibly straightforward. Oh, and you are gonna see my kittens. They're gonna pop through this video a couple of times, which is funny because it's such a short video. But both of them were helping me do these card designs. I guess maybe because they're white, so they had to show up and make sure that I was, creating properly here, because they're ragdolls. So they're both very white kitties. But so they're going to pop in here in a minute. And then, of course, I had to heat set it until it was flat and melted all the way through. Sadly, you guys can't really see it change here because usually you would see it get, from dull to metallic. You can't really see it because it's so small, but it does do that change and it's always super magical to watch. And then I'm going to build the candles. So this candle die is actually all on the same piece, which I thought was phenomenal because it makes it so much easier to make sure you have all the right pieces. And then you just layer them up. There is score lines on the candles, so it's really easy to see where each piece needs to sit. And it gives you so much interesting dimension because it's multiple layers. So I, of course, did this all out of gold. You could do it any out of, if you didn't like white and gold, but you would prefer maybe red for a Christmas card. If you guys have been with me for any length of time, you know that red is one of my least favorite colors. I'm not a fan of red. I've never been a fan of red. But if these candles were made out of all red, I think that would be also very, very pretty. So if you wanted a more traditional color palette, I tend to not use traditional color palettes. I don't like red and green together. Which is funny because they're complementary colors, but I just don't like how it looks. So my Christmas cards tend to be very non-traditional colors, although white and gold kind of reads as Christmas. But you could easily change this. And if you wanted to do multiple, do the candles say in red and then do them in green. And then you could easily do this as a more traditional color palette if that's kind of your preference. But I really wanted to make a white and gold card for this set of Christmas in July cards because I love white and gold together. They're super, super pretty. And I think they really shine together. So I had a lot of fun with that. And now ultimately we just need to put the card together. So I adhere the candles onto that cool abstract circle-y bit, and I'm adhering it just on the bottom because of course that's the only place it actually touches. And I do get a bunch of glue on my glass mat here, but honestly that's irrelevant because it's so easy to clean off of the glass mat. That's why I always work on a glass mat. It ultimately doesn't matter what I'm using because you're going to see me here in a moment add some glitter pen as well. And again, I get that all over my mat. I get the splatter all over my mat. You could skip this step. This kind of takes it away from being clean and simple card. For me, this is still a clean and simple card. But for a lot of people, splatters are not their favorite thing, and that's perfectly okay. You could skip this. I love splatters. Here you can see, this is Aqua. She tried to steal the piece. Then she tried to walk on my wet palette, or my wet gold splatters there. She was being real helpful. And then her brother's going to show up here in a few minutes as well. But I did choose to add a little bit of this clear glitter pen. This is a Spectrum Noir pen. They don't make these anymore, at least not where I can find them. So I linked the Winkastella version, which is also really pretty. I had a Winkastella. It ran out. I'll probably buy a new Winkastella once these ones run out. But I really like the clear glitter. I don't know if you guys can really see it, but there is a little bit of subtle shimmer on those circles. So it is there. And then here's her brother. This is Az. So we have Aqua and Azar, and he likes to walk through and check everything out too. He tries to put his glue in my his glue. He tries to put his tail in my glue here in a second. But yeah, it was a lot of fun to have them walking through. And then I used an acrylic block just to hold them down to make sure that they adhered, because this circle did want to lift up a little bit as I was adhering it. So I just found that the easiest way to make sure. And you could, of course, if you were pre-thinking like I never do, you could have added an adhesive back to this. But I just use a little bit of liquid glue. That's always going to be my preference. But you could, use micro dots or pre double-sided adhesive your circles before you cut them. I never think about doing that, so I just always use liquid glue. But whatever works for you and whatever your preference happens to be. And then honestly, that's pretty much the card design. The only thing I am going to try to do is that when I was flicking on the gold splatter, one of the splatters tried to kind of go on top of the sentiment. I don't know if you can see it on the right-hand card right now. There's a little bit of a smear above the word Christmas. And that's just because a little bit of splatter landed there, and I wiped it off. And then I'm going to cover it up a little bit with my white gel pen, and then I'm going to put a pearl there, so you're not even gonna really see it. But I didn't want the splatter to sit on the sentiment. I should have covered the sentiment, but I didn't because I don't pre-think like that. So I am just covered it up a little bit with white gel pen, and then I'm also going to just stick a gold pearl on top of that area, and then you pretty much can't see it. So it did work out really well. And then here's where you can see that I just get that nice little border. You could add foam tape if you'd like to have some more dimension here. I opted to just adhere them flat, but you absolutely could. I went back and forth. I thought about adding foam tape, but in the end, I just chose to adhere them flat. So really, whatever your preference happens to be, because I do think the dimension would just add a little something extra that was really pretty to these. But I wanted them to be very simple. So if you had to mass produce a lot of cards for Christmas, I know some people do, I think this would be one you could easily mass produce. Make all your bases, then cut all your panels with a stitch detail or a rectangle, like some kind of detail around the edges. You do scallops, you could do, I did stitches, and then cut all your circles, cut all your candles, layer up your candles. Like this would be a really easy mass make card. And I do try to have one of those for you guys in case you're a person who needs to make a lot of cards for Christmas. But that is the whole card design, and I love it. It is very, very simple, but I think it's very eye-catching, and I am so happy with how they turned out. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed them. I hope you leave me a like, leave me a comment, and consider subscribing if you haven't already. I do new videos every Monday and Thursday, and of course we're in Christmas in July at the moment, so there will be all the Christmas cards this month, except with the exception of the last 2 Thursdays of the month. One will be my August bullet journal, and the other will of course be the Simon Says Stamp kit, which is not Christmas themed. So those will not be Christmas themed, but otherwise, every other card is Christmas themed. So I hope you guys enjoy. If you've made it all the way to the end of the video, this was a short one, leave me your favorite candle emoji. And if you can't find a candle, leave me a little flame. Thank you guys so much. Thank you to my members, and I will see you again very soon. Bye-bye for now.